Most people believe that changing their life requires something big, a big opportunity, a big decision, or a big moment that suddenly transforms everything. But in reality, life rarely works like that. Real change usually begins with something very small, something so simple that most people ignore it. This is the story of a man who changed his life with just one simple habit. His name could be anyone. Maybe someone you know. Maybe even you. A few years ago, his life felt completely stuck. Every morning, he woke up tired. Not just physically tired, but mentally exhausted. He would scroll on his phone for hours, watch random videos, delay his work, and at the end of the day, he felt the same painful thought. Why is everyone moving forward while I stay in the same place? Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Nothing changed. He had dreams. Big dreams. He wanted to improve his life, earn more money, become disciplined, feel proud of himself. But every night he told himself the same sentence. Tomorrow I will start. And tomorrow never came until one day something small happened. He was watching a short interview with a successful entrepreneur. Someone asked him a simple question. What is the secret behind your success? The entrepreneur smiled and said something surprisingly simple. I just try to become 1% better every day. That sentence stayed in his mind. 1% better. Not perfect. Not extreme. Just slightly better than yesterday. At first, it sounded too simple. But then he realized something important. The reason he never changed his life was because he always tried to change everything at once. Wake up early, exercise every day, read books, work harder, stop distractions. And after 3 days, he quit. So this time, he tried something different. He decided to start with just one habit. Reading, not for 1 hour, not for 30 minutes, just 5 minutes every day. That was it. 5 minutes. It sounded almost useless, but he made a promise to himself. No matter what happens, I will read 5 minutes every day. The first day was easy. 5 minutes passed quickly. The second day was the same. Then something interesting happened. On the 4th day, he kept reading for 10 minutes. Not because he forced himself, but because he wanted to. For the first time, improving himself didn't feel painful. It felt natural. Days passed. 5 minutes slowly became 10. 10 minutes became 20. Within a month, he finished his first book in years. Something inside him started to change. Not his money, not his job, not his situation, but his identity. For the first time in a long time, he didn't see himself as a lazy person anymore. He started to see himself as someone who improves, someone who keeps promises to himself. That small habit created a strange chain reaction. After reading every day, he started waking up slightly earlier, not 2 hours earlier, just 15 minutes. Then he started writing down his goals. Then he began exercising for 10 minutes. None of these habits were extreme, but together, they started transforming his life. 3 months later, his friends noticed something different. He spoke with more confidence. He complained less. He had more energy. 6 months later, he learned new skills, skills that helped him earn extra income. 1 year later, his life looked completely different. But here is the most surprising part. If you asked him what changed everything, he would not say discipline. He would not say motivation. He would not say luck. He would simply say this: I started with one small habit. Because the truth is, success rarely comes from giant steps. It comes from small actions repeated every day. Most people fail because they try to change their entire life overnight. But the people who succeed understand something powerful. Small habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your future. If you read for 5 minutes every day, you become a reader. If you exercise 10 minutes every day, you become someone who trains. If you work on your goals a little every day, you become someone who moves forward. And over time, those tiny actions compound, just like interest in a bank account. 1% better every day might seem invisible, but after a year, it can completely transform who you are. So if you feel stuck in life right now, remember this story. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need extreme motivation. And you definitely don't need to change everything at once. You just need one small habit, one action that moves you slightly forward. Start small. Start simple. But most importantly, start today, because one day you might look back and realize something incredible, that the life you always wanted began with the smallest decision, a single habit repeated every day.